Lesson 14, identifying conic sections. Okay, conic sections with center at HK. So we have a circle, and the formula will be x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals the radius squared. Then we have ellipses, so an ellipse, if it's on the horizontal axis, so there's two different ones you can look for, and one a vertical axis. So this is kind of a one-place stop for all of your equations for conic sections. So if the ellipse is along the horizontal axis, it'll be x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared equals 1. And this is a is greater than b. Then if it's over the vertical axis, you would have x minus h quantity squared over b squared plus y minus k quantity squared over a squared equals 1. And it's the same thing, a is greater than b. I ran out of room to write that, but it's the same. I don't know how to say that. So this goes there and there. There we go. Okay, then we have the hyperbola. And if it's along the, if the axis is along the horizontal axis, you would have x minus h quantity squared over a squared minus y minus k squared over b squared equals 1. And the vertical would be y minus k squared over a squared minus x minus h squared over b squared equals 1. Then we have a parabola, which is x minus h equals 1 over plus or minus 4p parentheses y minus k quantity squared. That's a parabola. That's really cool. With the horizontal axis, and then this one is vertical. Y minus k equals 1 over plus or minus 4p x minus h quantity squared. And the general form of all of these conic sections is, this is a x squared plus b xy plus c y squared plus d x plus e y plus f equals 0, where a, b, and c are not all 0. So some of them can be, but not all of them. So with a circle, oh, this is so cool too, I forgot about this. B squared minus 4ac will be less than 0. Let's see, b equals 0 and a equals c. With an ellipse, b squared minus 4ac will be less than 0. These are supposed to be capital. I want to make my a and c capital on both of these because we're talking about our general form. And either, but not both, B does not equal 0 or A does not equal C. In a hyperbola, B squared minus 4AC will be greater than 0, and in a parabola, B squared minus 4AC will equal 0. So I want to give you an example of a problem you might have. So this is kind of like your bank, should be a bank of knowledge. Thank you. Justin.
So the A is greater than B, is that for the
Coefficients of these.
for the hyperbola, right? And the parabola? That, you know, with the ellipse, how A is greater than B? Is that for the two underneath it too, like the hyperbola
Yes.
and parabola?
Yes, yes. Yes, we should put that home. A is greater than B. True. Okay. Here's an example. We want to identify this equation. So x minus 4 quantity squared divided by 49 minus y plus 5 quantity squared over 64 equals 1. So not only do we want to identify, but we're going to specify some properties about it. So this would be, because it's a minus, it's going to be a hyperbola with a vertical axis. Because, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With a vertical axis. Okay, here's another one. Y minus 3 equals 1/20th times x minus 2 quantity squared. So, Tan?
It's a parabola.
Good. It's a parabola with a vertical axis of symmetry. Yeah. So if, notice up here that if the y is on the left side,
Oh, okay.
then it's a vertical axis of symmetry. So it's opening either upward or downward. I'm going to do one more example. Possibly I can fit it right here. I'm going to try it. Okay. So we have x squared plus y squared plus 6x minus 10y plus 22 equals 0. So all I have to do is my b squared minus 4ac. But I have to find them first. So b is the coefficient of the xy term. There is no xy term, so b equals 0. A is the coefficient of the x squared, so it's 1. And C is the coefficient of the y squared, which is 1. So A equals C, and B equals 0. So it must be a circle. I kind of want to do b squared minus 4ac though. So 0 minus 4 is negative 4, so it's less than 0. Okay, that's all the notes for this lesson. Well, yeah, let's do some practice real quick.